Hello everyone. I am a drone. Let me tell you something about me. Come, let's get started. Here comes my process. My process is very easy. You can see them in this video. About me, my history, my anatomy, my strengths and weaknesses, and finally, my operations. So let's see. About me. I am an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, or uncrewed aerial vehicle, commonly known as a drone or an aircraft without a human pilot on board. Want to know some facts about me? Here we go. They were developed by the military. These devices first came to the market in the 1990s and were developed by the military. Drones were invented because they were needed in small spaces where a normal helicopter can't go, or in war zones where it is too dangerous to send the pilots.
My history. Want to know my history? Let's have some. I was first used on April 22, 1849. Austrians used me to carry balloons loaded with explosives to attack Venice. I was launched from Austrian ship Volcano. Later, I was helpful during World War II, and now I'm used worldwide for different purposes. Here are some interesting facts about me. Another misconception about drones is that they can only fly for a short period of time. This is not true for some models. While there are lightweight drones that can only stay in the air for a few minutes, most military or high-end drones can hover for an hour or two. My cousins. Want to know about my cousins? Let me introduce you to my cousins. Meet multi-rotor drones. He is used for most common applications like aerial photography, aerial video surveillance, etc. He is just classified based on the number of rotors on the platform. They are tricopter, quadcopter, hexacopter, and octocopter. Out of these, quadcopters are the most popular and widely used variant. He is easy to manufacture and relatively cheap, and have many downsides. He is capable of only 20 to 30 minutes flying. Next, fixed wing drones. She is entirely different in design and built to multi-rotor type drones. She uses a wing like the normal aeroplanes out there. Most of them have an average flying time of a couple of hours. In gas engine powered drones, it can fly up to 16 hours or higher. Owing to their higher flying time and fuel efficiency, they are ideal for long-distance operations like mapping or surveillance. Next, single-rotor helicopter. She looks very familiar in design and structure to actual helicopters. She has higher flying times and can even be powered by gas engines. In aerodynamics, the lower the count of rotors, the lesser will be the spin of the object. And that's a big reason why quadcopters are more stable than octocopters. Next, fixed wing hybrid VTOL. He is a hybrid version combining the benefits of fixed wing models with that of rotor-based models. A vertical lift is used to lift him up into the air from the ground. Gyros and accelerometers work in automated mode to keep him stabilized in the air. Remote-based manual control is used to guide him on the desired course. Here comes interesting facts about me. The first military drone, the Predator, targeted Osama bin Laden. The United States built the first drone before the 9/11 attacks. but it was not ready for deployment. The first drone killing was in 2001 when UAVs shot Mohammed Atel and Al Quetta commander.
Okay, now let's see about my anatomy. I have different parts which helps me to be who I am. Let's explore one by them. The heat vent. I have a heat vent to regulate the heat generated inside me. Blade or propellers. My propellers are usually located at the front of my quadcopter. There are very many variations in terms of size and material used in the manufacture of my propellers. Most of them are made of plastic, especially for the smaller drones like me, but the most expensive ones are made of carbon fiber. A high-speed motor. All of us are manufactured with the brushless motors that are considered to be more efficient in terms of performance and operation as opposed to the brushed motors. The design of my motor is as important as the design of myself. This is because an efficient motor means you will be able to save on cost of purchase and maintenance costs. I have front and rear LED lights to guide me in my way. HD camera. Some of us come with an inbuilt camera while others have a detachable camera. The camera helps in taking photos and images from above, which forms an important use of us. My friends who need high ground clearance during landing will require a modified landing gear to allow them to land safely on the ground. In addition to that, my friends like delivery drones that carry parcels or items may need to have a spacious landing gear due to the space required to hold the items as it touches the ground. The GPS module in me is responsible for provisioning my longitude, latitude, and elevation points. The modules help me navigate longer distances and capture details of specific locations on land. The GPS module also helps me returning home safely even without the navigation using the FPV. I also have a Wi-Fi antenna to share my location and follow my instructions. Some facts. The first country to manufacture drones was Israel. Israel Aerospace Industries has production facilities about 24 countries around the world.
Want to know my strengths? Here we go. Maintaining safe environment. UAVs are utilized in numerous occurrences due to the advancement in safety. With the remote control abilities, drones, we monitor the locations, communicate possible hazards, and notify the threatening conditions such as the oil, gas refineries, pipelines, and flash stacks. Cost-saving technology. As my applicability becomes more extensive, my prices also drive towards being more pocket-friendly. People now acquire me not just for the industrial practices, but also to fulfill their tech-savvy gadgets passion. Quality of aerial imaging. Aerial photography with the high-resolution cameras furnished with top-notch sensors, we can take excellent aerial photographies and aerial videos and accumulate large volumes of accurate data. The obtained data is transferred into detailed 3D maps and 3D models for the complete analysis. Precisions. UAVs appropriate GPS, the global positioning system in their software, which is why they can be programmed and guided for precisely to specific locations. For example, in the precision agriculture, a drone aircraft is employed to perform many farming obligations like the pesticide spraying, identifying of weeds, monitoring crop health, etc. Security. Another advantage of me is that weighs out of the pros and cons of the drone is the security centered around me. With relevant permissions and licenses, my operators can utilize an unmanned aircraft system to render the safety and surveillance to private organizations, potential venues, and other expenses. Minimizes obvious danger and health risk. With the support of me, numerous dangers like elevation, wind, weather, and radiation that were early suffered by the crew members have been replaced with more viable and safer alternatives. easily controllable or deployable. The regular advancement in the drone technology allows operators to quickly deploy and operate drones even with relatively minimum technical background. Want to know my weaknesses? So here we go. While my benefits are endless, I also have several downsides towards me. So, the privacy. UAVs can quickly fall prey to manipulation or trespass a group or individual's privacy. Though many desire to utilize drones for retaining safety, it could violate numerous individuals' liberties in the name of public security. Safety. Safety is a fundamental element to prioritize when operating my technology. UAVs outfitted with high-quality sensors recognize possible collisions and safely engineer their way around them, making them a significant threat. Spying. Many offenders employ drones as a strategy to target their victims and to maintain a track on them. The blatant propeller noises are no longer a concern and unnoticeable, enabling criminals to invade someone's privacy. Many of drones are furnished with thermals and night sensors to identify the life signs and efficiently target those currently of interest by the spy. Easily hacked. One sustainable downside to the drone technology's growth is my vulnerability. Hackers can quickly attack a drone's central control system and become the drone's original controller. Software issues or malfunctions. There have previously been many drones that have been fired weapons to commoners, generating a significant amount of casualties, injuries, and damages due to the malfunction or software blunders. Vulnerable to wild animals. Drones are susceptible to wild animal attacks and sometimes also dangerous to nature. It is possible that when a drone operator is flying in a domain with considerable number of wild animals, they crash against a tree or possibly conflict with the vulnerable animal. Weather dependent. Drones are more vulnerable to weather conditions when contrasted to the traditional aircraft. For example, if the climatic conditions are unfavorable, the UAV will not maneuver appropriately or gather the reliable data or imagery. Data transfer speed is slow. One of the cons is expanding the drone technology in precision agriculture is its data transmission speed, which some suppose could be a week. If time necessitated for data delivery results in a farmer's unproductivity or damage to the fertilizers, crops, or pesticides, the operation of the drone would be a waste to the end. Thus, if the data transfer speed is slow, suffering and damage can occur in that period, following all efforts going to waste. Want to know some more facts about me? Here we go. So here comes the drone's rules. Fly at or below 400 feet. Keep your drone within sight. Don't fly in restricted airspace. Don't fly near other aircraft, especially near airports. Don't fly over groups of people. Don't fly over stadiums or sports events. Don't fly near emergency response efforts such as fires.
My operations. Want to know about my operations? Here are some. First, I'm user aerial photography. I can be used to capture footage that would otherwise require expensive helicopters and cranes. Fast-paced action and science fiction scenes are filmed by me. Furthermore, journalists are considering me for collecting footage and information in live broadcasts. Shipping and delivery. Major companies like Amazon, UPS, and DHL are in favor of me. I could save a lot of manpower and shift unnecessary road traffic to the sky. Besides, I can be used over small distances to deliver small packages, foods, letters, medicine, etc. Disaster management. I provide quick means after a natural or man-made disaster to gather information and navigate and trouble to look for injured victims. Search and rescue. Presence of thermal sensor gives me night vision and makes me a powerful tool for surveillance. I am able to discover the location of the lost person. Geographic mapping. I can acquire very high resolution data and download imagery in difficult to reach locations like coastline, mountain tops, and islands. I'm also used to create 3D maps and contribute to crowdsourced mapping application. Farmers and agriculturists are always looking for cheap and effective methods to regularly monitor their crops. The infrared sensor inside me can tune to detect crop health, enabling farmers to react and improve crop condition locally with input of fertilizer or insecticide. Law enforcement. I'm also used for maintaining the law. I help with surveillance of large crowds and ensure public safety. I assist in monitoring criminal and illegal activities. Weather forecasts. I'm being developed to monitor dangerous and unpredictable weather. Since I'm cheap and unmanned, I can be sent into hurricanes and tornadoes so that scientists and weather forecasters acquire new insight into their behavior. Facts about me. In Tokyo, the Yakuza crime organization have started using drones to transport drugs across the city. Meet the people behind this video. Team Quintet. Aswanisha, Divyadarshini, Jodika, Prasita, Praxlanjanil. Thanks for watching this video. Bye-bye.